All right, hey, welcome back to Eyewitness News this morning. We're joined by Charley O'Hara here to answer your legal questions. If you do have a question, give us a call right now. The number is 436-1212. We do already have one caller on the line, so go ahead with your question for Charley.
I want to know that my grandparents did a temporary custody thing, so until I get on my feet, and when they went to their bank and they filed for temporary custody over my kid, I want to know if that's illegal.
Well, I mean, saying it's legal and saying it can't be revoked are two separate things. It sounds like what happened is they had some paperwork drawn up at the bank. Sometimes they have forms at the bank, and it may be a guardianship form or a power of attorney form that the bank had them sign, and you may have signed that to give them power over your child. You can revoke that at any time, which means you can take it away. And it doesn't have a whole lot of legal effect. If you consent to it, it has legal effect to make some decisions, but you can revoke it whenever you want. So if you don't want the grandparents or your parents to have the child, you just need to revoke it and you can get your children back. I don't think that's a problem at all. If you have some real concerns, maybe you need to go see an attorney. An attorney can sure help you with that. The mother and the father are always the people that should have custody of their children unless there's a reason not to, a divorce or some abuse or something like that. The parents are supposed to have custody of their children.
All right, thanks, Charley. We do have another caller on the line. Go ahead if you have a question with Charley.
Okay, I had a foot surgery December 24th, and I was released that day and went back on the 5th of January because it was infected, and they diagnosed it as Mercer disease, and had 3 more operations on it. The last one ended up being an amputation on my toe. I was wondering if there's any malpractice suit available for that.
Well, of course, whether someone's committed malpractice, you'd have to know everything about what went on because accidents do happen. However, that sounds like a rather severe case, and I would advise you to get a hold of an attorney and actually talk to an attorney about that. Most attorneys for those kind of cases that handle those kind of cases will talk to you for free initially and determine whether they think you have a lawsuit worth pursuing. So I would think you ought to do that, and you ought to do it quickly because the longer you wait in a medical malpractice, the time to file that can go away. We call it the statute of limitations, but after so long you can't file it. So you need to see an attorney quickly and see if you have a cause of action. That's what we say, and if it's something that you can get some money from.
All right, thanks, Charley, so much. Thank you guys for your calls. We're going to go toss it over to Mark right now with another look at your weather. Mark?